Gotta run. They said it would be from like, 7:30, so they ended it early. And I was like, oh shit! Gotta stop. Hold on, now let me... Uh-oh, there's just a lot going on. Alright, hold on, there we go. Ugh. Okay. Hi everybody, hi again. Thanks for watching that with me. Really didn't want to miss it, and it was really cute. It's hard to get like award ceremonies on Zoom. In fact, it's hard to get anything going on Zoom. But yeah, no, as soon as they said it was over, I was like, it was just like chilling, finish my burrito. I'm like, this is great, and this is the end. Oh shit! What's up, Don? Hey! So yeah, no, that was really cute. It was super cute, y'all. It's hard to get like, it's hard to do anything like that's supposed to be meant to be in a group. Oh, Axoy 2022, Axoy 22. Thank you so much for the follow. But hey, guys, I have eaten a burrito. I feel good. I am ready. And we got it to be slightly more, oh, thank you, MF Palermo, for the subscription. But we got it to be slightly more, detailed, not as blurry. It's still, yeah, it's a lot better. So I'm really glad that we took that moment and we can now see some details. You can't see all details, but I think eventually we'll get a super and nice camera setup for it. But that's really cute, you guys. So much good work. But that just made me miss like Lightbox and like, whole proper events together. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, kind of miss it. Oh, hi. Hold on, let me... I came here in a rush. I fucked up my whole area. Hold on. No, this is not the one. Look at the set up proper. There we go. An after party from a distance. Welcome to the after party. This is legit the after party. I'm just gonna get set up. Oh yeah, that's right, y'all. We gotta do some Q&As now. We do. I promised you I would do some Q&As, and let's do it. Yeah, I'm drinking one. Hell yeah, are you kidding me? So many awesome people here. I know. That was it was really good. It was really cute. It made me like miss everybody like so hard. I'm just like, I miss my friends now. Oh, there first. Cool to see the painting coming together face first as opposed to yesterday. Yeah. We're getting stuff done today. Here, let me fix the camera lower just a tiny little bit. There you go. Set. Let's focus. There you go. So it was super wholesome. It was really cute. My baby wife and I met you. Encouraged me so much to Pasadena and started taking art classes. Now they're online. Ah! But I'm glad you started taking art classes. That's so good. Thanks, Carla, for telling me Electron. I've gone to the last 2 years. It has fantastic with Stack Stella. Stack Stella is a sweetheart. Also looks identical to one of my other friends out here, Sack Holding Camp, who's an incredible artist too. No problem. Damn, we chillin'. I know. Miyazaki, that would have been so cool. Oh, she's your Team Connection. How cool. My 11-year-old sister wants to know, how many magic cards have you painted? And which were your top 3? Okay. I painted about, I think, 19 cards. I took a very long break. Oh, hi, everybody. I took a very long break from Painting Magic. And by the way, thank you so much for the follow, Bjorn. Sup and Hapaluda. Taco Knot. A taco knot. Yes! Onward to the cheesy frontier. Taco knot. Trying to go where no taco has ever gone before. Now, in terms of magic, so I think I've done about 19 cards. And I think it's one of those things where my favorite 3, they're all kind of my favorites for different reasons. But I really like Teysa because it was my first. Ashiok because they were my the planeswalker that I designed is completely mine, so I designed it from like top to bottom. And then the third one is probably the Liliana. No, actually, I've really been liking they're not cards. They didn't make it to cards, which really bummed me out. But they were, and sorry if I'm fixing my bangs, they're a little bit out of control. There you go. The marketing ones that I did, the marketing images, I really put a lot in them because I thought it was going to be my comeback for Magic. But then they told me that they didn't put marketing art in the cards, and I was like, no, why? It made me so sad. It made me so sad. So yeah, there you go. I thank you for the question. I missed your energy, Ray Darts, also enemy. Yeah, but it's not nearly as much as other people. Like, some people have done so many cards. Like, insane. Yeah, the Planewalker, Liviana creature. Yeah, good and bad. Yeah. Yeah, no, the promo art, it was so good. I worked so hard on that. I was like, this is gonna be big. Everybody's gonna love this. It's gonna be wild. Yeah, Wes said this morning that he did around 70. And I believe him. Wes is really fast, but also really good. Wes is just one of those dudes. Super cool dude, though. He's like the best. Jester King 77. Thank you so much for the follow. What's up? What's up? All right, guys. We got probably, let's do Q&A for about like until 8. How does that sound? If we want more, we'll have a little more. Cause I'm not gonna lie, it's calling to me. It's calling to me. It's calling to me. This too, but that's calling to me. So I really want to be able to get in on it. But let's do it. Let's do it. You were drawing with Wes and Jason Chan a few minutes ago. Are they doing the jams? Hell yeah. Yeah, my jams is oh, Ash was there? What? So it's Chan, Wes, and Ash? Yo, that's awesome. Hell yeah. That sounds like a good group. I'm doing one tomorrow from 3 to 4:30. So that's going to be fun. Oh man, that's going to be fun. Yeah, I want to watch it too. I want to see. You should like send the link. I want to like peek at it. You know, be like, hey, what you guys do? All those people are amazing draftsmen. I cheat, so I just paint because, you know. See, my bangs get oily. Oily bangs. We're oily fans. Alright. Questions! Come on. Come on. Questions. Bring it up. Let's do it. Questions. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna be honest. Real honest. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I might lie. Anyway, Shacky Smalls. And side view art or side view art. Side view art. Thanks for the follow. Am I allowed to share Arling Cord fan art? I won't be able to see it. Give us life advice. Jesus. Oily bangs only on oily fans for sure. How to be cool? No, cool's you. Cool is you. Okay. So, life advice. Find yourself someone who can fart freely. Surround yourself with good people. Build solid support networks. Be an empathetic human. Oh, this one's good. Ian told me this one. Just fart freely anyway. What's 1 + 1? 2. Good one. Ian told me this one a long time ago. Rich lives lead to rich imaginations, and that's very true. That's why a good, healthy work-life balance is important. It brings you back. Carnitas. Dude, carnitas. Duh. How do you do that? Solid networks. Treat people proper, like human beings. Don't reach out to people only looking for work, because they'll know. And they'll just be like, I'm a piece of meat. You're not even interested in me as a human. And I think it's one of those things where it's like you build that slowly. Networks are to be built. It's like a thing you built throughout the years, not a thing you built, out of nowhere. Find your peer groups and love your peers. I think a lot of people, when they go to conventions, they're just like, I want to hang out with all the pros. But actually, you should be hanging out with all your peers because they're going to grow together. A lot of you are going to be in the industry in the future. And a lot of you are going to grow together to be in the industry. And that's kind of how it happened for me, too. All my friends we grew together. Thank you so much for the follow, PC Kuro and Metal Ratox. There you go. Yeah, you're a piece of meat. Exactly. So I think like a network is something that you build with time. It's not something that happens out of nowhere. And it's important to build it, but like whenever you go to conventions or when you do that, it's also important to just know people and show people, find artists that you love, show them that your work, take their advice, thank them, and move away. Don't try to force yourself into any social situations. Read the rooms. I've had students. I'm usually really good at it, and usually really good at being the one diffusing the situation and being like, hey, hun, listen, I want to hang out with you. We want to hang out together. We're here for you. But just for this dinner, I really want to see this person I haven't seen in a long time, and we want to catch up. And, and I think, just... that's when you go and hang out with your peers and go forth and do great things, and then we'll meet each other again in the industry not too far from now. All right, carnitas is your favorite. Hell yeah. And Toluca Highway, where you used to eat carnitas, always gave you poopy problems. Oh no. How do you stay motivated to learn art without being able to surround yourself with artists during COVID? So I've been working from home for about 5 years, so I haven't surrounded myself with artists for 5 years. And I think it's just one of those things where I'm just like, there's certain aspects of a team that I miss. Like it is inspiring and it is exciting to see other people. But at the same time, I realize that I do some of my best work at home, chilling, and focusing by myself. I don't know. I think it's one of those things where it's like you just keep in touch too, and just, follow really good people on Instagram. It'll do the same. And also, if I miss your question, it's because chat is popping a little bit. It's popping. So just repeat it if I don't get to it, okay? What are your thoughts about being vulnerable about your process on social media? I think it just depends on who you are. I don't think everybody is comfortable being vulnerable publicly. I like to be vulnerable about my experiences as an artist just because I feel like for too long we had kind of a bit of a rock star mentality where it's just like, I'm just cool. I'm always good. I'm just so cool. And I kind of want to break that and be like, hey, I've never been cool. And I suck all the time. Like, it's an up and down. It's an up and down. Like, some days I'll feel like, you know what? This rocks. I did it. And then other days I'll be like, fuck, this sucks. And that's just how it goes. And now the difference is that in the past I used to say, fuck, I suck. And that's when you get to some crazy, crazy, horrible places. But I think like So I want people to be online a little bit more realistic about what being an artist is, and I think a lot of people are doing really good work in that, and a really good, honest work. I want people to like not pretend like they're rock stars, because it's also like, yeah, we just like draw dinosaurs and superheroes, and like there's no rock and roll in here. like, and even if you're just like, ooh, a fine artist, whatever, you're just painting fucking like people, and like it has its beauty and it has an aesthetic, but at the end of it, we're just painting. So chill out, rock stars. Go be actual musicians. go be actual rock stars, and then watch the horrible documentary, because all of their lives end up pretty horrible for the most part. So like maybe the rock star idea is a bad idea. But I think, you know, not everybody's gonna be comfortable with that too, and I don't think we should push everybody to be completely vulnerable about their experiences. I think some people can be introverted about it, and that's totally fine. Anyway, it's just always popping. Yeah, it's always popping in here, because we got the best oils, we got the oiliest people, the oiliest bangs. We're solid. Hey Carla, how much time are you given to complete a keyframe or a character design? It's been taking me up to a week to complete a piece, and I'm worried I'm too slow. Hun, it takes me about a week, depending on how big. Maybe a week and a couple days. Sometimes I know people, when they do like those big multi-figure ones, 2 weeks. Calm down. You're doing good. You're doing good. Keyframe, depending on how, you know, big it is, it can take anywhere from like 4 to 7 days. That's usually where I'm at. What wine is this? Is a Pinot. I might get more. Anyway, ever struggled with imposter syndrome? Yes. And any tips if so? Yes. I ignore it. I try to ignore my imposter syndrome, because my imposter syndrome can be extremely debilitating. Debilitating. There we go. My imposter, Pinot. I'll lock myself out. No, but it can be very debilitating. Yeah, it's good vibes in here, son. And it's just one of those things where it's like, I generally try to ignore it. That there are certain things in my life and certain emotions that I feel quite often, but I try to like not give them power. Imposter syndrome is one of them, because I recognize that like it can lead me to some really dark spots, and it can lead me to not do the things that I want to do. So every time someone was like, hey Carla, do you want to do a thing? And even though it's real scary, I am more than likely always will say yes, especially if it's art related. Like, hey Carla, do you want to host a thing? Hey Carla, do you want to give last year? Do you want to give the opening ceremony speech with Ian McKegg? I'm like, no, but yeah, you know, and imposter syndrome the whole way, thinking, oh, there's like at least like 20 other people that are better than this and should be suited for this, and what the fuck, and blah. But I say yeah, and then I get really awesome memories out of it, because I didn't let my, you know, my imposter syndrome feels take over me. You know, I think for that particular emotion, I just ignore it and pretend that it's just an obnoxious little monster in the back of your head. And by the way, thank you guys so much for the follow. I'm going on rants and I'm not keeping up, but no uranium. Yeah, no uranium. Get that uranium out of here. Thank you for the follow. All right. Thank you for sincere responses. I am sincere. I'm an open book. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Okay, maybe I might lie a little bit, depending. Olsen Noman. Thank you so much for the follow. I might have butchered your name because it appeared on my screen, it disappeared, and I'm waiting on Moonbot. Moonbot takes forever. Real quick before we continue on answering questions, y'all, I want to do streaming more often. I want to bring you more oil painting, more paintings like that with a better camera for sure. So I'm gonna invest in that, and so I'm thinking every Saturday, except not this one, but the next Saturday, because I gotta prepare. I need time to prepare. But every Saturday, I really want to oil stream for you guys and do stuff like this, and like set times for like Q&As, where if you have any questions, it'll be an ask me anything. But in order to do that, I want and need your support. Hype this. you know, stream, share it with friends. When you share it with people, please, please, please note to put the hashtag #OilyFans, or to tell them, hey, this is an oily fan zone. I really need you guys to push on the oily fan sensation. Because we're gonna fill some shit. Wow, all the Moonbot, thank you so much. So yes, please do that, and your support will help me be able to stream this and do this more often. And I wanted to do it on oils. And look at all the people's. Alamok, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, no, we're gonna work on a Discord. We're gonna work on all these things. No, Karen, Karux, I'm totally in agreement. OilyFans was the best thing. And it's gonna be oilyfans.net. Spearhead PR, thank you so much for the follow. Moonbot is not updating me on who's following, so I haven't said thank you. There we go. Shelly Lou, Spearhead PR, Alamok, Shinky, and Ray Tunga, thank you so much for the follow. Anyway, so you guys, please, oilyfans.gov. No, it's oilyfans.net. OilyFans. Yeah. We're gonna have all kinds of stuff. And oh shit, Vart Live, thank you so much for the sub. No, I'm gonna work in the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna work on icons. I'm gonna work on making the stream be really, 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 really cool. And whatever we can do to, you know, make this a really fun community. I'm gonna talk to other artists who are streaming, see if maybe perhaps we can do like a collaborative or something like that. I just really want to get, you know, this to be a fun thing. And yeah, I think oil paintings on Saturdays. I think we can get that done. Anyway, let's continue the Q&A. I just wanted to have that little bit of a hype sesh. Do I have a Discord? No, not yet, but soon. What are your advice on navigating opaque and translucent paint? I'm really bad at that. Like, I'm really bad at like you know, it's funny because like for as much oil as I paint, I'm very specific in my ways, and I kind of paint in oils in the same way that I paint digitally, where it's just like super opaque. And oh, it's this song with the hello. It always kind of weirds me out because it sounds like someone's here saying hello. Anyway, and I think honestly, like, I always have a little bit of a hard time like figuring out the consistencies of oils, just because I don't practice this enough. So to me, the pigment's just the same. I always opt for things that are more opaque because I like to build upon stuff and I like to layer down the colors. But I feel kind of embarrassed because I just paint straight up alla prima, so everything that I paint is pretty chunky. Sorry, I don't have a better answer for you on that. Sorry. I love how bubbly you are. I love how bubbly you are. Macro1967. That's encouraging. I like to know it's not a must know to be successful. Oh, God, no. Excuse me, I'm hiccuping. Honestly, me painting with oils, it's just like, I don't know. I don't care. I mean, have you seen my palette? Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Like, most of the time I have some color combinations that I know, but most of the time it's like, okay, this and it needs to be cooler. Maybe this will work. Oh, that doesn't work. How about this? That doesn't work. Oh, that kind of works. Cool. So it's me just kind of stumbling the whole way. It's an oily stumble. Do you struggle with feeling very awkward when networking with people? Any tips? It depends on who I'm networking with. Some people are, you know, you just vibe immediately, and other people are awkward but it depends on who you're dealing with, and you just gotta kind of be in tune with them. For example, if it's someone who's shy, I try to not be as loud. I try to be a little bit more quiet and a little bit more understanding, and trying to not necessarily mimic them, but just like meet them at a level where you're more comfortable. Not push too much, you know, like, because sometimes when you feel really nervous or really weird about it, you kind of have to hype yourself up to engage with someone. And when you hype yourself up to engage with someone so much, then when he comes out, it's just like, oh my God, hi, how are you doing? And then that person's like, oh God, because they didn't know that you were hyping yourself so hard to try and talk to them, right? So when that happens, so honestly, I just, try to stay calm and try to always assume the best in people too. Like, I think that helps a lot. Like, if you go over to a person and they're just not attentive or having the right a day, or just like not being comfortable, sometimes like they're also super awkward, or maybe they're having a bad day, or there could be like a million and one reasons why they're not engaging in the way that you want them to engage with. But I think a lot of it is just kind of like feeling out where they are, right? Listening a lot more than talking, and just being like, hey, asking questions. Sometimes being upfront and be like, hey, I'm so and so. Like, how I used to know her, and I still do, is, hey, I'm Carla Ortiz. I love your work. Hi. And like, or just say your name. And that was me even before, like, I worked in the industry. I'd be just a student and just be like, hi, I'm Carla Ortiz and I love your work and I just wanted to tell you that, and you're fantastic, or I really admire this about you, or are you enjoying the conference? I'd only ask that if they were, really attentive and I knew that they weren't in the middle of a conversation, because it sucks that, imagine you're like talking with friends like, hey, I'm this person, I love your work, how are you enjoying yourself? That's just not. So basic social rules apply, just be chill, approach people little by little, give them space, ask them questions about themselves if it seems like a conversation is going to happen. And sometimes if it's just as simple as like, hey, I just want to say this, how are you doing? If it's an appropriate place, be like, I would love to show you my portfolio. And that in itself is a conversation starter. So yeah. All right, how should we approach you? Oh, it just comes, pretty much say hi. In conventions, there's two things. In conventions, there are two things usually. So for conventions, I'm like really, really solid. Like, if I'm walking around the hallways and I'm not talking to people or giving a class, come say hi. I am there for you. I am literally there for you. So, like, just come say hi. Don't even be shy about it. If I'm like, for example, having dinner, maybe give me a little bit of time, but I'm very communicative with people. So like, if I'm like, hey, listen, I've had a really long day and I really need to go to the hotel room, because I'm like an introvert or extrovert, so there's only so much time that I can like spend with people before I need some alone time. Yeah, so just approach me that way. And by the way, Kay Heldem and Katya Bose Art, thank you so much for the follow. Can you give any tips on studying that mimic art school on some sort? I'd love to be able to study on some art school, but unfortunately gotta do the self-taught. Mimic art school. Studying that mimic art school. Okay, I think you're asking for a self-study kind of situation. Okay, so for self-taught, I've given people a regimen. And by the way, thank you so much for the follow, Atanig. So sorry, I got distracted by the pretty colors. So really quickly, 3 things that will help you immensely. You ready? Okay. Number 1, you're gonna do a master study. That means you're gonna take a painting from like Sargent or Sorn or any of the masters, and you're gonna do a 1-to-1 painting. Okay, that'll help you retrace the steps of the master. It's really, really helpful, really useful. Number 2, you're gonna do film studies. 15 minutes every day or every other day. That'll get you going, learning a lot of different things really fast. You're only going to be focusing on shape, color, and value, and then that's about it. That's it. Nothing else. You don't even have to get fancy with brushes. That could be step 2. But that's it. And then lastly, you're going to paint from life. You're going to paint from life. You're going to draw from life. Every time that you can, paint outside your window, or I guess in these times, go on Google Earth and do studies and do as many studies as you can. you know, I think it's just a matter of like early on, it's so much of it is just like working and painting and doing it a lot. Of course, to that, you can add, you know, supplements to that. You know, learn anatomy or learn lighting or learn different things, you know. But the way that you can do it is just do those 3 things, the priority of painting from life, film studies, and then a master study. And then every other day, like say, okay, now I'm learning anatomy today. All right, the next day I'm learning the fundamentals. Always, always, always. But if you ever get lost too, just the fundamentals, perspective, composition, the elements of design, all of these things will be super helpful to you. Hopefully that helps. Anyway, someone asked me a question with pretty colors. Hold on. Oh yeah, Andrew Loomis. Anything Andrew Loomis? Perfect. Just anything Andrew Loomis does. Just go read Andrew Loomis. I have 2 questions. What is your favorite preferred program for digital art? Photoshop. And Photoshop is all I use. What are your thoughts on morpho anatomy series for practicing? I have no idea what those are. But I'll check them out and I'll let you know. But I generally have no idea what the morpho anatomy series are. I'm sorry. All right. And thanks for the follow, Ken CML. What is your favorite master to study? For me, it was Sargent. I love Sargent so much. He's so dreamy. But I did a lot of Sargent. There's a particular one, Vermeer painting is really good. In my online course that I'm working on, I have a whole section of master studies. But that's not going to be out anytime soon. I'm sorry, I tried. Anyway, I'm a traditional sculptor and I would love to do a 3D studies your piece first hunt. Do I have your permission to do that? Yes, just credit me. If you want to make money over it, don't make money out of it. Just if you want to do like a study, just credit me so I can see it at the end. I would love to see that. That's actually a really creepy painting. That's one of my old paintings. I should do that. How are you liking Pure Ref? Shut up, Mike! Shut up! Shut your mouth! Pure Ref follows me in the oil world. I'm just gonna scream. Have you ever used Krita? It's free and really good. Streamline for art. No, I haven't. I'm pretty set in my ways with Photoshop, so I don't really have a reason. Look at that. Look at that. I was just goofing. I got oils in my wine, and it's so oily in here. It's so goddamn oily. Oh, oily fans. This is wild. I'm gonna be drinking oils next. Alright guys, more questions. Hey, as someone who hasn't studied art since high school, when I'm painting oils, I'm noticing that my brush doesn't have all the paint on the canvas. What or know what I'm doing wrong? You're noticing that your brush doesn't leave all the paint on the canvas. Well, it depends. God, that's a very interesting but specific question. It's kind of hard to think about. I think you might be not using enough pigment. One of the tricks to oil painting is to actually paint with like really big chunks of paint. Like really load up your brush. Like, look at this. This is super chunky. And when I paint in oils, like, it's all chunks. Not like super chunks, but you know, like really, really loaded up. Make sure that it's loaded and ready to go. And then when you go, it's like that. And then also different brushes will have different things. Like more softer brushes like these are good for blending, not necessary for loading up a lot of paint. But then you'll have like super heavy bristles, right? Now these are good to load paint because they'll just like pick it up really wonderfully. And then you can just like plop it on the canvas. Hopefully that helps. Not as chunky as our Chonko, but nothing is as chunky as our good old Chocobo boy. What oil paints and mediums do you use with it? And does brand really matter, or is it just technical skill more that matters? So Technical skill will always be at the top of things. Like, you can own all the best brands and all the things, but technical skill is like the top. However, your tools are helpful. Um, there are many different brands of oil paints, so I really recommend you working around and trying different ones and seeing what makes you happy. I like Rembrandt. I've used Rembrandt for a while, but I really didn't know the difference between Rembrandt and other brands up until I realized that Rembrandt is like the smoothest, most buttery oil to ever exist. Like, it's so smooth, it's so butter, it's so delicious, it's so wonderful. So yeah, so it's really, really, really good. Check it out. Carla, have you tried Robert Simmons Bristles brushes? I have not. I'll check them out. Who called the lawyer recruiter to talk about bankruptcy? What? Don't be hating on people. If you had, we welcome all here. We welcome lawyers. We welcome everybody. Actually, your buttery smooth oil paints. Don't eat your buttery smooth oil paints, but they look delicious. I'm not gonna lie. Question: if you could be a master at one of the following figure drawing skills, what would it be? Anatomy, gestures, proportions. I think anatomy. Yeah, anatomy. Because everything else is kind of like, you know, knowing it. Like it got kind of anatomy kind of feels like the root of all of those. Like, if you know your anatomy, you can get your proportions right with enough practice. And if you know your anatomy, like, you can even enhance your gesture drawing. So I'm gonna say anatomy. I've been using Mr. Mrs. No worries. I've been using Gamblin. You make Rembrandt sound delicious. It's super nice. Gestures though. Yeah, gestures nice. But whatever. What type of art would you like to make in the future? How about more? I'm at a really good spot where I'm working on really fun projects. But if I had time off, I think all I would do is oil painting and then pixels, so that I could maybe do a little game jam or something like that. Or maybe just take a break and do a bunch of oils. Yeah, or maybe do a story. I've been working on a story, and I think that would be really fun. Anyway, do you need a lot of ventilation to use oil paints? I guess I've always assumed that they're smelly. So the thing that's smelly about oils is the turpentine. If you use eco-friendly, non-toxic, and non-odor thinners, it's not bad. You should still have good ventilation nonetheless, but it's not stinky. It's not stinky in here. Sorry. If you could paint using your finger or your hand, which one would you prefer? Oh shit. Which finger? Let me see. I think my hand. Cause like, yeah, it would totally be my hand. That's a good question. You know why it would be my hand? Cause like, yes, I have this, but then I could also have a nice flat pane. I could have like nice flat panes, and if I kind of like work with like here, you'll have a nice rounded edge. But then you have a lot. You can cover a lot of ground with your hand. Versus like you're covering your finger. Well, I guess you could cover a lot of ground with your finger too. That's a hard question. I think probably my finger now that I think about it. Probably my finger. Yeah. This little one. Because now that I think about it, the finger, like if I just lay it flat, that's a nice big fat brush stroke. Like, look at this. Like that's like covered so much ground. Get into some nice detail work, right? Oh, but that would get tiring. I'm already tired doing that. Shit. Anyway, what is my favorite character from fantasy novels, movies, and books? My favorite character from fantasy novels, movies, and books. I love everyone from Final Fantasy VII, and that does count for movies and novels because novels and movies have been released. I've just been really vibing them. Do you take naps? Yes, I take almost daily naps. They're great. What are your current aspirations? What's next for Carla? Finishing my schoolism course. That's a big one. And getting a little bit of rest because I've just been doing like I did about 2 months of crunch and then had I had like maybe like a weekend of rest and then worked really hard in the last 2 weeks for school for Lightbox. So a little bit of a break, finish the schoolism course and work on these oil streams. Yeah, Da Vinci used his fingers a lot. Good for him. Do you have fingerprints still? Painted with oils and paint thinner a lot when I was younger. When I go for fingerprinting immigration, really? They can't get your fingerprints to show? What? That's wild. No, I do. I have my finger, I think. Shit. How is Boo doing? I think he's good. Boo, are you around? If he's not, okay, sorry. Ooh, I need to get on schoolism again when I have money. Hope to get your class one day. You will. I love schoolism. Schoolism is really, they're what they do is really good. Where will you travel once the world stops thinking Americans are plague ridden? That's gonna be a while. Number one, I want to go visit my dad and Puerto Rico. And then as soon as that's done, head it straight to Japan. I was planning on spending 3 months in Japan in 2020. And then the world was like, screw you. So that went to shit. But I've been dying to go and visit Japan. That's a place I want to go badly. So, and I want to just be there for like 3 whole months and like not work or anything, just like live there for like a bit and just like enjoy it, which is really kind of a bummer. I really wanted to go this year. I was like, ooh, 2020 sounds so good. Oh, Cappuccino draws, I'm so sorry. And I know, me too. If you create a law that every artist had to follow, what would it be? Don't be a jerk. Don't be a jerk. That's the law. You can't be a jerk. You can't be a jerk to others. Don't be an asshole. Like, everything else is fine. Just don't be a jerk. Yeah. Is there a story behind omens? How did you decide the elements you chose? Ooh. Omens was the first drawing I did when I met my boo. Actually, I did omens because of a photo shoot. We had met through Tinder. And we got kind of talking. We became Facebook friends, but our conversation kind of stopped for a little bit, kind of lulled. And then I was scrolling Facebook one day and I saw him dressed up as Jon Snow. And my first thought was like, oh, he poses really well. Holy shit. And I was like, I could do a really cool photo shoot with him. So I booked him for that. And we usually, whenever I work with models, I like to have like a pre-meeting food or whatever in order to, like kind of get the concept and the idea going. And that was our first meeting face to face. And the first 5 minutes were like, let's do bottomless mimosas. So we clicked really well. And we did that photo shoot and we just kind of stayed in touch and we actually clicked super well. So one thing led to another and suddenly I'm dating my model. But it's one of those things where I how do you say it? It was one of those things where omens, I just wanted to depict that like kind of dark, tumultuous time, just especially because like early on in our relationship, we were good, but it was still like we weren't sure. It was a little rocky, and so I was like, so yeah. So some of those crows are a little bit on that indecision and about the decision he'll make, but also because I wanted to draw him. and he's really, really, really it was interesting drawing someone that you had feelings for. Yeah. Ground beef family smile, or ground beef smiley. You love that durian. This boy, this girl, they love that durian. Uh, dating a model for radioactive decay or growth? Depends on the model. But honestly, no, I'm a damn cliche. Just invert it. What's the biggest life lesson you learned in the last months? Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. The last months have been really hard. I think one of the things I learned is that the way that I was living before was really unsustainable. Like I was doing a lot of work, like way too much work. Oh, Elaine, yeah, it was a little juicy, but don't worry, it's on the playback. But it's one of those things where, yeah, I learned the work that I was doing was becoming a little bit unsustainable. I was constantly like booked and doing a million and one things. And when the pandemic hit, like I suddenly didn't have the will to do a lot of things. And slowly but surely that, helped. Losses were suffered. So a lot of mental shit to deal with. It's a lot of ups and downs, but I learned to be kinder with myself. Like I learned not to like also overbook myself and be a lot more picky about my time. I learned that our country is fucked. That a lot of people are suffering. And that is just horrible. Yep. And I think it's easy to kind of like, again, for me, I go through like, I think I have like, it's become the norm that I have like 4 fully functioning days where I'm pretty fine, about like 5 or 6 days where I'm sort of off, and then 1 day where I'm just like, I don't even want to do it, I just don't even want to do it. All right, next up, pineapple pizza or not? I like pineapple pizza. It's pretty good. I feel like it needs to start about the hot guy keep painting. This is my boyfriend. It is dangerous out there. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Do you do much burnt or raw umber underpainting before introducing color, or are they useful to you at all? Thank you. Yeah, no problem. So actually, like this right here is like as much as an underpainting as I'll get. And what I'll do is I'll always make like, I kind of go by like shadow shapes and lights and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's about as hard as I got. I try to keep the details kind of like light, just because I lame. It's one of those I try to keep it light, and I try to keep the level, the details. I don't go too detailed on the drawing because I'm gonna paint it, so I always feel like it's one of those things where it's like, like I don't want to do the extra work type of situation. So yeah. So that's about as much as I keep it. Next up, Gabriel. Hey Carla, do you think the industry is more open to people of color, especially foreigners? Are you seeing more diversity in the studios? So the answer to that is a yes and also a no. It's like, is it more open? Yeah, absolutely. I think like things are becoming a little bit more like, it's becoming more apparent that there are certain paradigm shifts, and paradigms that we need to completely shift, and certain like perspectives that we need to change. And I think that people are now coming to realize that like having the same voices don't necessarily make for very interesting, art spaces, or even storytelling. Like so much of the world is like varied, right? Like our own lives is full of diversity, like, and our stories in our studio should reflect that. Like everybody has a different perspective and they should be welcomed. In terms of now, are they open completely? I would say like there's still some barriers that need to be dismantled.
You know, like, I think that our community is one of the better ones, like, in terms of a society as a whole, but we're still not, you know, but there's still some like problems within overall society, and we're not immune from those. And I think there's a lot of like inherent biases that like we have to like, you know, overcome. But yes, it's still open. And here's the thing, because a lot of us who up and came and are now wanting to open that space, we want to bring more people of color, minorities, marginalized, trans, non-binary, whatever and wherever. Like, it shouldn't be left up to just like the same folks that, you know each other and then that's about it. No, like, we need you there. We need you in that space. I want you there. And so many of us are fighting to open those doors and open those opportunities and make it a more egalitarian industry. And so there is work to be done, and there are some rooms that you'll feel uncomfortable in, but part of it is being there and knowing that you're going to open it up for more folks. And that's pretty powerful. And to be so, and when I started, like, it was really hard. Like, when I started ILM, I think I was the only woman to be there. I think I was there, like, the only woman in ILM since, like, in the visual department since Tara Whitlash. And that was, like, a long time ago. And that felt uncomfortable and just honestly not that cool. But I think it's one of those things where it's like, you know, you showcase that it's, like, not a big deal. It's the most common thing. And that you have an interesting perspective and that you approach things in a different way. And gender is part of that, but also your own human originality, because that's huge. So yeah. Anyway, would you share what crunch time involves for you? How many hours of work? When I'm crunching, I'm working, like, I wake up, I do take my time in the mornings. I like the mornings to be mine. I take maybe like about an hour or so if I have the time. But when I'm in crunching, I usually don't. I try to make time to work out. But then I'm on it, and I'm working usually from like 11 to 10, 10, and then I stop until I'm done or until I can't. It depends on how badly it is. I can be an entire day painting if I have to. I don't want to. Anyway, Rob's dead now. Thank you for the follow, but I hope you're clearly alive. Anyway, Carla, do you know Colombians in the industry? I'm sure I do. It's like when you put me on the spot, I'm like, no, there's plenty. There's plenty of Latino. Oh, Nicolas Uribe? Yeah. Is he Colombian? He's awesome. Nicolas is cool. How much of the industry is who you know versus how good you are? They kind of go hand in hand, right? But I think number one, it needs to be how good you are, right? Because you can know everybody, but like if your work's not there, they can give you the opportunities, but those doors aren't going to open, especially not in concept art. I think like that can happen in other disciplines, you know, like maybe perhaps in like Uribe, I didn't know he was Colombian. That's awesome. But like, for example, in other places, like God, I don't want to call other people out, but like, let's say like production, maybe like if you know someone, like there's certain jobs that like you can learn on the go, right? But concept art is not like that. You need to deliver, and you need to deliver something that's really, you know, legible, that it's clear, that it's functional, that a lot of different people will look at it and see the same thing, that addresses visual problems. So it's not an easy type of situation, right? Like that you can just go in with whatever and yet you'll suddenly, just because you know like the heads of the place, that they'll invite you or that they'll give you that job. In fact, a lot of the top concept artists in this industry are super hesitant to give people, you know, a recommendation if they're not up to par technically, They just don't. Like, you can love them to pieces, but, you know, they don't, because that reflects bad upon you. So no, knowing people is important, but not nearly as important as how good you are. And when you're very, very, very good, that opens all doors. Really does. You need master brush soap. Oh, sounds good. And Gargalin, thank you so much for the follow. I've used master brush soap. Ooh. Damn, I'm gonna have to get that master brush soap. That's like an exec selling a bad product. I'm more for no, this was what happens. Okay, transgender artists, what people have you work for do you think would be accepting of being a trans artist? The people that I think I've worked for that would be accepting? I think most people I've worked for would be accepting. Most people are actually pretty chill, and I think as long as your work meets up to par, you know, I think you'll be okay. Now, you know, I'm trying to be like who. I've cut ties with people and clients in the past who've treated me shitty because I'm a woman. You know, when you're just like, oof, this misogyny is so like stinking that you just can't. But and they were kind of individuals, but in terms of a more corporate structure, most of the people I work with are pretty good. Of course, like, you know, that's not to say that like there might not be people that might be like, you know, have their hang-ups because people are weird and stupid. But I really can't think of anybody, to be honest with you. I think this like industry's pretty chill for the most part. But a good way to do it though is reach out to like trans artists that are like wonderful and have worked in the industry just to see what their experience is like. I really recommend Alex J. Brady. She's a fantastic painter. She does like some of the best Dune work. And the fact that like the latest Dune is the base of all her work is kind of like, ugh. So like hit her up and just be like, hey, I just want to know what your experience is like. You know, is there anything I should look up? Because I think like her personal experience would shed a little bit more light or would be a little bit more helpful. Just because in that particular, you know, her particular experience might be really helpful. But for the most part, like, we're super chill. We just want more marginalized communities to come in. We want more people to just come in. Actually, we just want good people. We just want good damn people. That's all. All right. Do you clean immediately after your painting session? I clean my brushes after my painting session, and I usually leave my paintings to be like whatever, unless I have to work the next day. Then I clean it all up. Oh, Alex J. Brady is the best. I can't understand sexism in the art workplace, honestly. It should always be about the art. Like, why obsess over that shit? Because people are still people, you know? Like, it's hard to talk about this experience because, like, I definitely experienced far worse sexism in other places. But, like, it's not, you know, there's no acceptable amount of sexism. And I think it's one of those things where it's like, but people are so, like, their perspectives on society are so ingrained in them that they don't even realize that they're doing a sexism, you know? Or that they're, you know, sometimes those who are being overtly sexist, I have no problem putting them in their place. I really fucking don't. I've had to. but for the most part, people just say really dumb shit and aren't really aware that they're saying dumb shit. And I think one of the things that's been interesting about these past couple of years in particular is that people are starting to kind of question more, like, oh, what is acceptable to say and what is acceptable to do? Like, for example, I shouldn't assume that, like, you know, say fucking dumbass shit like, oh, I don't know any girls, like, oh, girls aren't necessarily good at this kind of thing, because that's like so fucking stupid. Like you're being a caveman, you're being a dinosaur. Like, we can all do different things, it just depends on what our interests are. But yeah, so I think again, Artists, for the most part, are incredibly well-meaning. This industry, for the most part, is incredibly welcoming. People are really vulnerable, and people are really like very in tune with like their own like, you know, biases. For the most part, like occasionally you'll get an asshole, but for the most part, everybody's really chill. But we're still not immune to the same shit that society, you know, all of the ails of society. So there's still work to do. And I guess it's just up to us, especially people that are in the industry, you know, perhaps not so much in a way that is vocal or in a way that is out there, because people, you know, generally, like, not everybody's comfortable being outspoken, but behind the scenes or wherever you can, it's really, 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 really good to improve it little by little and call out people when they're wrong too. You know, if it's like one-to-one or like publicly, well, it depends. This publicly depends how bad they fucked up, you know, calling you out, Noah Bradley. Anyway, yeah, that's right. Cro-Magnon director, some people's point of view is way too narrow. Yeah, that happens. Have you had negative people that sometimes made you feel isolated at work? How do you feel with that? Oh, this comment's so painful. Yeah, I've had people that, you know, you encounter bullies, and in my experience in my past, like, it never was with the concept art team, it was always with other teams that you'd have like occasional bullies, and like they would really try hard to like dig at you. I like to deal with it by calling them out. Yeah, for real. I like to deal with them by calling them out in a subtle way at first and becoming more stern. I actually become a bully right back. If you're a bully, I will actively, like, if you treat other people like shit, I actually get really mad at that. And it's one of those things like that I just don't. I've had people where, like, I'm trying to think of specific situations with it, not necessarily anybody that's made me feel isolated, because I think, like, you know, artists tend to group together, but like I had this one a long time ago, this one engineer who used to just constantly come to my like area whenever there was like stand-up meetings and just give non-stop like criticisms of my work that like made no sense. It's like, dude, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, just go away. And it kept happening so much that when we started, you know, that when he came, he would do the stand-ups, he'd come back, it's like, yeah, no, I think we should do this. I'm like, yeah, also, by the way, I saw your code the other day and I think it's really missing a couple semicolons in here. And like everybody kind of looked at me really weird, and it looked at him, and he felt like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I don't know, I'm just doing what you're doing right now, man. So I try to be, you know, I don't allow room for nonsense and bullshit in my life. I will call you out, but really tactfully. I think diplomacy, oh my god, diplomacy is like the number one thing you can do, to be honest with you, because you can get away with almost anything if you're diplomatic, really, for real. So like, just be like, hey, listen, man, like if they're trying to make you feel isolated, just be like, you know, let's say that they're in a group and he's like, oh, everybody's like, come on over, and then just be like, hey everybody, this guy's excluding me but that's okay because nobody likes him anyway. Or that's actually kind of lame, but just kind of keep it in mind and then start. Oh, this is what I would do if I was in your situation. Okay, because I'm also petty as fuck. So person tries to exclude you, right? Okay, cool, you're playing that game, son. All right, now I'm gonna play this game. I'm gonna start making friends with all your friends, and I'm slowly gonna start inviting them. And if he's just like tries to invite himself, then you play that game right back. So what I would do is I would take over his group of friends. I'm assuming it's a dude. I would take over his group of friends. And then when he's be like, hey, I feel like, there's be like, yeah, because you did that to me. And that opens up a conversation. Also, sometimes just going directly to a person shuts them right up too. And just being like, hey, listen, you're trying to make what you're saying right here makes me feel really isolated. What's up? Like, what's going on? But funny thing is, chances are people like that who are usually like super hardcore edgelords, nobody likes them. They like them, yes, but it's not really like, it's more like it's tolerated, right? Like you're just like, that's kind of like, no, I am mean, but it's true. But it's kind of like when you're really, really young and you're friends with people that you know are bad for you, but you tolerate them because you call them your friends. People that are super edgelords at work have that, where people tolerate them, but deep down inside, so when you take over his friends group, it's gonna be really easy. You guys think I'm really nice, and I am. I'm very, very nice, but man, don't fuck with me. It's my Hispanic, que soy boricua, coño. Se me sale la boricuada bien rápido. No, but it's true. Like, so there's a different million and one ways. You can be tactician about it. You can be the whole time though, be diplomatic. Because the thing you don't want is to be shitty on their level. If you're going to be shitty, like, be witty, but also understand that there's also a human being. So, like, have certain places where you'll never cross the line. Because that's something that I do. Like, there are certain spots that I don't cross. Unless, like, I'm out to, unless someone's like, oh my god, you're a horrible human being. You are literally the worst human being. It's time to crush. But that, I don't think that's happened. Maybe like one person. 2. But anyway, yes. But for the most part, just like 99.98% of the time, just be diplomatic about it. You can solve so many of your issues by just using your words and talking to people and try to conflict mitigate. Sometimes that's like by going around the person and trying to find out if other people are feeling the same way. And if they are, then maybe that's one of those things that one makes you feel not so lonely. The other route is to go directly to that person and just be like, hey, listen, you're doing this a lot. Is there something going on? I'd like to know. And let me know. And listen to them, because they might have they might actually be like some legit information there for you. They might actually feel hurted by you, by something that you didn't even realize. And that happens sometimes because we're not like in each other's headspace, so we don't always know what everybody's feeling. So just reach out. But yeah, I've talked so much. Thank you, Mr. Mrs. Very true. It took me forever to learn that, Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn. Being good does not always mean being nice. Yeah, no, it's true. Again, very nice, but not pendeja. When working for big clients, are they more hands-on directing your work, or they leave you more to do your thing? It really depends on the client. Some clients... Oh, good night, Gabriel. Some clients are very... they need a little bit more oversight. It usually happens when you have like big groups of directors and there's a big process. So sometimes it's one of those times where like, that happens. Personally, I don't like working with clients who are too hands-on because it feels a little suffocating. And you don't want to be with clients who see you as their wrist, who are just like, no, you're here to just do whatever the hell I tell you and micromanage you. That's like, you need co-collaborators. You need people who respect what you do and see what you do and are just like, hey, you know what? Like, I respect you. I'm just gonna collaborate with you, guide you. There might be times that we'll need to change things. That happens. But, let's work together. Those are my favorite clients. But I've dealt with both. And you just kind of roll with the punches and, I've dealt with both, and when I was starting out, I had a client that I absolutely needed, that I didn't like working with micromanaging, but you just kind of go like, okay, and try to make the best out of it. Try to learn as much as you can from them. No, not from them, sorry, from your own paintings that you're doing for them. So yeah, what's up? All right, guys, ladies, gentlemen, they, them, say 22. Now, y'alls. Oh, good night. It's 1 a.m. It's about to be paint time. It really is. But let's do it. But one last question. Throw me a couple of questions on. I'll choose my favorite. One last question. And then we'll get back to this baby. Oh, I hit this really hard. That's really sad. That's a good question, actually. And I said I'd answer different questions. But, too many good questions. Does only the realistic style artworks are demanded for book covers? No, actually. Book covers are, yeah, right. Book covers, so many different book covers are just, it just really depends on what the story is. But there are plenty of stylistic artists who get plenty of work doing book covers. Particularly editorial is mostly just, a lot of stylized work in editorial. I think it's one of those, hell yeah, oily fans, make it happen. And share the stream, hashtag oily fans. But yeah, I think different people, different people bring different skills to the book, and as long as your work is technically good and interesting, I think that there's a space for you in the book cover world. I personally know Orbit, like for example, Orbit and Tor Books, they hire all kinds of people at all kinds of styles, not just realistic work, but also like stylized and graphic and, everything in between. So yeah, plenty of space in there for you, hun. Just do what makes you happy. Like whatever style you like to work on, as long as your technique is solid, you're good. You're golden. Who's your favorite Backstreet Boy? None. Gotta go to bed. Good night, Trano. You were wonderful today. Thank you for all your help. Good night, darling. Book covers all the place. Thanks for life and art lessons. You're welcome. Can you smoke paint water? It's Turby. Mr. and Mrs., you're a little out of control. You need to calm down, hun. Also, how did you get to work with Marvel? My work with Industrial Light and Magic ended, and Charlie Wen had stepped down, and they needed a character person. And that's it. It was just timing, very good timing. How long should I wait to exhale? I want to give you a challenge, but I don't want to kill you. Maybe like a minute? No, that's too much. 30 seconds, most. If you inhale enough turpentine, Bob Ross appears in your closet. It's true. You guys. Yeah, you want to go on a good trip, not a bad trip. All right, guys, let's do it. Thank you guys so much for this Q&A. Oh, this is actually a good question. Shit. Do you think social media is an absolutely necessary to show your art network nowadays? Is there any way to circumvent that for someone who doesn't like social media? It depends. It depends on where you live. It depends on where you are. If you live in a place where the industry is, then maybe. Maybe you don't need as much because you have real life networking that you can go to and you can do. If, however, you live far away, then yeah, I think nah. I think having some social media presence is really, really, really important. So yeah. I would say like having some social media, but you can just be an art media. You don't have to be a presence. You don't have to give yourself to social media. You don't have to showcase who you are. Like, it can just be about the artwork if you really hate it. And if you super hate it, I recommend Instagram. because Instagram is a little bit more chill, though the algorithms will murder you. Anyway, peepee me. Thank you. You guys are wonderful. Thank you. All right. We're going to get started here soon, but I do have to use the loo. So I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, and I will be back in like 5 minutes. I swear. I'll be right back. Hot shit. Let's do this, friends. We're back. All right. Okay. OnlyFans. Man, the air outside is wild. It's like so bad out right now. Anyway. Alright, let's get this started, huh?
water real quick. Just taking a look. And may the force be in the charges. Hell yeah. Thanks for the follow. And thank you so much for the follow, Stone Neck. Alright. I just needed a little bit more water. Let's go. Let's see if we can finish this at a regular time, huh? Alright. And the air is horrible. You and I. Yes. The way it is. Chill. Dropping paints all over the place again. Hey. Okay, let's do this. Or have to. Hell yeah. Look at us being so tense. Hi, friends. You also really appreciate how chill you guys all are. The intro can be pretty horrible, but I sincerely appreciate y'all being. And by the way, thank you guys so much for. Getting late night though. It's it's like she's saying webby baby or lovely baby. I like webby baby. The webby baby. It'll work. Well, let me know if you guys can hear me. But help me not noodle as with my digital. So the thing about digital is that your options are endless. How much work you do, and like, you know, like so many undo stages that it becomes really difficult to make yourself and force yourself to focus on the brush strokes that need to happen. Traditional forces you to do that. It forces you to think about what is now. Like, example, right now, you kind of have to focus in here. Webby baby. I'm gonna have to focus here. Lady was going webby baby. area outside is clean. There we go. Keep that area as clean as possible. And that. Man, I'm gonna play a lot of video games today after Lightbox is done. It's gonna be awesome. Getting there, interesting. Oh, I'm playing Spirit Fair recently, and it's gonna mess you up, man. That game, it is. It gets intense. All right. Oh, the size of tonight's painting is a 10 by 8. And the things I want to do as we work on this, work on larger paintings. I would love to paint like a giant, like awesome, epic, son of a crazy painting. Oily fans, let's go. I might get like really intense with other subjects too. I think to paint more darker subjects. Maybe more political. Maybe. But we're gonna be doing oil painting every Saturday. I better start making up stuff. Alright, here we go. Shit. By the way, thank you so much for the follow. Once I get the name on the screen. Wow. There you go. Yes. Yes. Just wanted that to be a little warmer. Some of this stuff is a lot warmer. Thank you so much for following Fiddle SK T Arts and Bread Boy. not that weird to paint yourself. I've done it before. But if you do it too good, you'll be like, I don't know. It's just... Man, way too much of a big brush and kind of fucked the whole area up. Fuck! Alright, we'll get it back. This is really annoying. Alright, oily fans. Good night. Type of canvas. Linen Gesso board. It's easy. And Joni Pilar. Thank you so much for the follow, darling. I need to fix. And one of the things there we go. Okay, I'm seeing. I'm trying to fix that part of the eye because before I left it, there's something kind of weird and off about it. Found it. This eye. Way too. And that needs to be just ever slightly raised. Follow your instincts, everybody. Paint around. There we go. There we go. That feels so much better. Holy shit. And we're gonna go ahead and bring this. And by the way, guys, sorry if I'm not paying attention to that. Finish this. That can only happen if I get to it, you know? So, apologies. We just had a Q&A though. I was here for you. I was here for you. Alright, that needs to be a lot lighter. So very good light. That light. Oh. There we go. They really take that.
those two playing. Very subtle. They warm a bit. Lane, it seems like you are putting out some oil and spice. I'm not the most, I paint with it, but when it comes to like the properties and stuff, not very, very forgiving. Things that I need to do. I need to grab. Oh, sorry. I'm starting to mumble. Mostly because I'm really in it. But I just wanted to say, Elaine, you're dropping some serious, knowledge. Oil knowledge. Oh, yeah. Alright. Oh. Gonna get a slightly bigger brush to work on the lips. What's up, Cookie Bryant? And Mao Patatas and Cough Drop. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciated. Again, I'm super sorry that I'm so quiet. Oily fans, friends. I did get oily fans. God, man.
all of that's gonna be on. It's gonna be crazy. Oof. Keep going. Adjusting the some stuff that's happening up in there. Thanks for the follow going live. There we go. Yeah. There we go. That did it. Oh yeah. Looking for that. To fix the nose. Didn't click on the nose. Like, I feel like the drawing is right there. Add a little bit of arts to a little bit more light, and then we're gonna go back to the, because once we get the lip area, I think we're getting very close to getting the face done. Then once we get to the face, we'll do the hands. Fast with hands. Okay, what that does. This part's so tricky. Painting this tiny is so tricky. I would have probably had this done if it's just a little bit bigger. Brah! Oh, I have some really good air ventilation in my. Still, you know, not the best. Damn, this part's really tricky, guys. Like, I'm trying to adjust the drawing a little bit. Just a bit. I'm gonna have to break out other. There we go. Something like this. A little bit more intense. I know it seems pretty tiny on camera, but like important. I know exactly what I'm doing. It's just I push the pigments too much on another side and messes it up completely. I have to like kind of rework the area. There we go. Alright, now let's fix the eye. Yeah, again. There we go, there we go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oof. Oof. Breath. Oh, stop. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. Hey, thank you guys so much for the follows. Is RT Net a good place for sales from your experience? I have never been there, so I couldn't tell you. See how much I rework areas and sometimes like happy. Pretty much until I am. Pretty specific. I want to feel the way that I want. And if they don't, I'm gonna be here all day. Sorry. But this is how I get to eat until way late at night. Good night, friends. I got some pieces on arty.net. Do I? Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. That might not. Or maybe it is and I totally forgot. That's possible. I have to check. Yes, friends. Go. Alright. Cooking though, we are. There we go. Give that a little bit more form. Yes. And thank you so much for the follow, writer VCR. Yeah, this is really tiny. Be so careful. But it is getting there. Really. Alright. Fucking shit. That'll wake you up. Oh, thank you so much. You guys are great. Oh, Mitatabi, good night. Darlings. Wonderful humans. Sorry, I'm not paying. I want to. This part is hard. I think I went a little bit too ambitious with this one, to be honest with you. Maybe I finish this one another time. We'll see, we'll see. We'll see how long we go, huh? It tells us to, we'll report the crap out of that person. What's going on? If everything's okay, go out. We'll go after people. It's a super nice place only. Good night, Mike. Thank you so much for coming. A little too dark though. Just a bit too dark. There we go. I think I need to do the flips. I'm spending too much time in other areas. Thank you so much for the follow. S Curious. I needed to do the lips, y'all. Alright, let's go. Oh, yeah. There we go. It's just a matter of doing lips. Yeah. Going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Come on. Let's. I am. Yo, I ate. I'm still digesting, and I'm getting kind of sleepy. I legit am getting so sleepy. Then they say we can hang out and paint. Oh, maybe we do like a oil paint. Really there. Elaine, you sound cool as shit, so. There we go. That's the thing. That's the jam. Get some lips in there. I think I'm going a little too hard on the brights in here. Yeah. Let's get those lips in. Let's get them lips in here. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a E session. It'll be really fun. I'm really looking forward to that one. Like, I love our conversations both with Lauren and really fun. Sort of what's going on a little bit. I feel like getting close. The funny thing about oils as well is that, thank you. You guys are so nice. And by the way, thank you so much for the follow. KK Po. The thing about the is that oils also depends so much on how you're feeling and if you're tired. And if you're tired, like, Honestly, the best thing you can do is stop. Finish this. I'm tired. I am tired. I think it's like getting to the point where I'm not able to think. This. That's fun. Think so, part of it. You guys. Oh, thank you. Thank you for, I really, man, that interview was like, I like it. Short hair back there. There we go. Area a little bit. Go start. Little by little. Little by little. Shapes up. Need better brushes. Guys. Extra brushes up here. Brushes that won't leave me alone. Usually painfully render by sections and painting instead of doing general areas. Eventually I want to explore to just going ahead and blocking areas out more. I think I just need to experiment more with it. This is how I've done it for so long that it's just become second nature. But honestly, like, I think I'd love to block in paint a little bit more, especially I watched the video by Casey Vogue, and I really like how he blocks in things and he just goes for it. And I might try that out because I like this as well. Going just like a little bit adjusting, but I really think I can also work like they do. I just haven't tried it. Yeah, I definitely wanna try it out that go. A little. Yeah. Oh, his master course is fantastic. I learned how. Want come through. So I like the light, but that was a bit too strong. There you go. do want to do is bring some to that corner of the lip. Casey Bog is absolutely incredible. Edges. Starting to feel a little bit better, but I still think that might a couple things that are happening in this drawing. I think it has to do here. The nostril's bigger. Fuck. Sometimes there are certain errors that you can get away with, right? That you're just like, hey, no problem. This is, I can deal with it. Other times, can't. You gotta fix it. It's night and day. You gotta fix it. Nostril being too far away is one of them. Right there. Oh, dude, yeah. Yeah, that immediately made it so much. Like, it just immediately worked. It's wild how, like, some of the stuff goes. Yeah, Casey Boggs is incredible. He seems really nice too. There we go. Oh yeah, perfect. Go ahead. There we go. We're gonna go in ahead. This is the brush that I need too. Sometimes it's a matter of like getting the right brush. There we go. Up. Look back, take a step back. These two areas, colorful battle shot. It's a matter, the valleys on this are so subtle. Like, but if I get them just right, that's gonna sing, man. Gonna sing. Okay. I'm just like, yo, calm down. You need to keep playing music. People are here. Alright, let's keep going. That was too bright. Let's go. There we go. That's it. Oh, shit, yeah. Oof. Art is like so fast. So delicate. And I've worked on it a couple times already. That's just because I keep adjusting the values and keep finding better values. I'm like, shit, gotta adjust all together. But it's worth it, man. It's worth it. And yeah, Casey Boggs, so good, filled with a ton of information. Excellent stuff, excellent. There we go, there we go. slowly making it sing. There we go. Also, the other thing that's important too. Inverse a bit. And this. Careful here. There we go. Boom. Getting it. Now. A little bit here. Oh, damn. Thank you so much for the follow, by the way. You guys are wild. Yeah, I keep playing around with like, do I want that to be stronger or like... And by the way, Ask Split Tea and August 17th. Thank you so much. Oh. Getting there. Because I think I need to some of the part of the lips still not reading well, getting off with them. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to searching. Some of the stuff is best, and you'll be like, oh, this is good. This is my best work. And as you're going through, you'll be like, actually no, this isn't the best. Something missing here. And as you keep going, you'll find it that like, oh shit, the problem, so much of it troubles. If you're really lucky, a session, right? Without any major hitch. More often than section will make things really annoying and you're just like, son of a bitch. You know? That happens. That's part of it. Part of it. That's okay. Eventually you get it. And thanks so much for the follow, Vidare JP. And yeah, the Artist Alley is incredible. haven't had a chance to look at Artist Alley just yet. But tomorrow, I'll take a look at it. The thing is that this strand of hair is a lot thicker than I'm making it. So I should really take care of that right now. And then I'll take care of that corner. I might be able to call it face done if I get those things right. Oh, that might be cool. Oh, yeah, I took some good Hellscape. Hell Day, oh god, Hell Day reference. Oh yeah, I think so much of it is just there needed to be adjusted. Yep, that was it. Getting the shapes just right. Damn, yeah. All the adjustments. Good ass adjustments. No. Ah, de nada. Un placer. This is rough. Demon Spawn! Thank you so much for the follow. Yep, that's reading a lot better. Well, not annoyed, but like. Good night, Lishi. Silly Slag. Sounds good, actually. Pretty good. Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, Oily fans are here. Never fear. Oily fans. Here. weren't doing a stream, I probably would have stopped by. Because I can feel my mind is not all very clear. That's an interesting space to be. You're painting digitally. It might not like hit you as hard just because you're just like, well, whatever, I'm painting digitally, like always in an undo, so you kind of just barrel through. Like, if you fuck it up, you fuck it up. Like, you can lose hours of work if you're just like not there, you know? And so it's a little scary. I think that's one of the things I'm gonna have to like prepare for. The days where it's not coming through. You guys are so sweet. Yeah, I think this is part of it. Not every painting you're gonna make is gonna be the one. Although, sometimes if you just barrel through it, you'll get it. That's true. Honestly, I just think she needed lights where there were lights. And I think I just need to bring in a little bit of light. A little bit more color. You want a Neo in every painting? Just like every painting is like, I know Kung Fu. It's like boom. The best. Yeah. Getting there. Sometimes that's that other thing too, like really just a matter of like so easy to want to give up, right? It's so easy to want to stop. Going past your point by trying to work through problems is a big part of it, though. A big part of art. In fact, it's most of art. I know, perspective. Yo, that'd be amazing. Yeah, I would love that too. There we go. That's much better. Let's give her a little bit more dark, so flip. Getting much better. All it needs is just a little bit more love. Funny how that goes, huh? I try to be greedy. Like, I need to clean my brush. I'm just gonna do that corner. It'll be beautiful. Trying to get there. It really is. Now.
I want to do a bit of strong color right there. Sometimes I like to do that, right? I like to grab like the pure color. Actually, let me watch the brush real quick. I should have learned my lesson there. So, there we go. Yes. A little bit of here as color. Usually I like to like either rub it off somewhere, like, you know, just like put it on like something else just to kind of not get as much color. Sometimes I'll wipe it against just to kind of take out the excess. Ever so slightly hover it. Usually. Gadget. Because it'll give it a little bit more color. It's always really nice. Starting to shape up, you guys. Go. Put up. Get a little later. There we go. I will bring one of the lights again. Lost it a bit. Oh. I'm not really playing peekaboo. I'm trying to reach my palette, which is really far away from me. It'd be really funny if I was trying to play peekaboo. Like, hi friends! I'm here! Psych! That'd be awesome. Busting out bigger brushes. What? Could be a problem. See what I needed. It's what I needed. Hey. All right, let's get to other areas, huh? I think we're done. I'm gonna call the face done for now. Aw, I say that and then I found something. Shit, I should fix that. The face done! Oh, I should fix this. Oh. Then it'll be fix this up. And then it'll be done. I know, I should keep going, but... Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Caro. Little by little. We get there. Oily fan way. Knowing that we're gonna get there. It's gonna take time. I'm gonna do it little by little, but we'll get there. Oily fans. Alright, let's. Work of an oily fan book? Hell yeah. That'd be hilarious. Curate it. I'll make it happen. What? The weirdest thing I've seen? Damn, that's a question. Gosh. Shit, yeah. Mostly all in San Francisco. Not gonna lie. There we go. Colors. Yes. Alright, I'm gonna work on some other parts because this needs to get going. I think. I actually think this particular painting I might not be able to finish it today. I think normally I would finish them. I'm really exhausted today. I don't know what's going on. I've kind of been in this haze all day. If I don't finish it today, when do I get to finish it? I want to show you guys. Well, maybe I just finish it on my own. Oh, so I miss it. We're nice to oiliest. And by the way, Super Max G and Lavoen, thank you so much for the follow wholeheartedly. Appreciate it. Ballsy. Be a little ballsy. Pay off? Sort of. Kind of paid off. Not in the way I was hoping. Okay. I'm out. Let's go over here. Go. Yes. This in here. Over here. Hell yeah. It's always next year. Yeah, that's right. Always. Let's see how well Oily Fans does. It does really well. maybe we'll do cool things together. You know. Alright, let's go. Really paint over. July would just be oily. Oh. There we go. There we go. I keep being like, hey, I'm done with the face. Yeah. And then I keep seeing things that can make it so much better. It's not about overworking it either, because you'll know when an area is just done. Right. Like, I just... There we go. And certain parts that, like, especially when you squint your eye. Like, squinting your eye is really helpful. It'll really be helpful in kind of getting a feel for what could be better in your painting, or like what is... think there you go. Okay, good, done. Stop touching. Stop touching. Stop touching. Painting feet sounds lucrative. Would it be cool? That would be so cool to come out. Yeah. Oh man, it would be really cool. Go out and paint with James Gurney. That'd be awesome. Love to paint with that guy. He's so nice. So knowledgeable too. Bring in some of the darks in too. Yeah. Dark. There we go. All right, let's go really quick. Oh my God, fuck. It's okay. I need a new easel. Motherfuck. Sometimes though, painting upside down is helpful. Oh my God. Oh, like had a mild heart attack there. Hated it. I hated that. I hated that so much. But I did see something. I'm like, I hated that. Also, it needed this. Oh, I know. I fucking, ugh, gosh. Alright. I need to, ugh. I just have to raise this up. Too much. I just need to be able to get to the hands next. I might stop at the hands. I'm really tired, you guys. And painting tired is just no good. It's no good. But I'm trying to figure out when I could continue painting this. I think I am gonna make this into a 2-day painting.
But where? It's very tiny. Oily fans. Ooh. Oily member. That's perfect. Oily member. I love that so much. Oil member. Okay. Yeah, keep. Go. There you go. Keep softening it, and it's good, but also just like certain. There you go. Part of me kind of wants to just scrape the whole. Oh man, I don't have the fail. I think I have a fail song. This community keeps getting worse and worse. People will be like, is this a sex thing? When it's really just like super wholesome. Yeah, no. And thank you so much, Anapaya, for the follow. I legit appreciate it. Here we go. There we go. Say what? There we go. Yeah, people are gonna be like, whoa, what? I thought this, what? I thought this something else. Doing jibbed over here. Like, how dare you? This is for oiling painting. Sir! Good sir, oiling painting only. Why we're very clear, oily fans only. It's I guess so. I guess so. I can get artists in here being like, well, you know, I felt it. when you got that like backside area going, I went like, boof. I felt it. I was like, yeah. Okay, so that bit of red was not supposed to be there that low, but it brings a really good opportunity if we use it wisely. Yeah, it's looking better. Fuck, finally. Tired. That happens when you're tired. Go. So a little bit warmer. Yeah, thank you guys. Ooh, snap, more follows. Not this late day. You guys are the real oily fans. lot more sense. We get into it. I know. I'm like hesitant to start the hands. I'm tired, man. I really am. It's 5:50. You know what? I'm gonna trust my gut. I'm more interested in making this a good painting. And I think this is gonna be part of, you know, I say that and then I do one stroke. I'm like, that was good. I'll hold on, I'll keep going. Food morning. Yeah, I might just. I was trying to think if there's a chance for me to finish this tomorrow with the schedule that I have. Tomorrow's a hefty schedule day for me. Maybe. Yeah, no, these hands require a fresh start. They really do. A fresh start. An oily fresh start. One of the things that I can't wait to do is so much of the background is just straight up white. And I can't wait to get like real big, real messy with it. Like I'm doing right now. I'm like, why wait? I can have it all. I really regret doing this now. And oh, dude, that's a nice edge. Let me ruin it. Oh, wait, no, I need to do this section right now because you're right. Those edges. Let's go up. Those edges need to be there. Oh, I didn't think about it. But if I don't do that tonight, I'm not going to get nice edges. All right, let's go. Chris edges. That's a little political humor for you guys there. All right, cool. Yeah, I know that way. No me acuerdo. Welcome back, hon. What's Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate. Oof. Yeah, I need to do those whites tonight, at least in the area near the face, because getting them
Hey, be smooth, bruh.
nice edges, and I want to get nice.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Right, where'd you find this, son? Just that edge. Oh, and Tolgok 29, 21, and Dasa Rufus. Thank you so much for the follow, everybody. So. Yeah, this painting I'm really excited about, but it's a lot bigger than yesterday. Crispy. Oh, music is just called Twitch.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I'll show you guys. Oh shit! Thanks so much for the follow. The song is 4 p.m. by Absamove. It's on Twitchstrumental's Spotify list. And by the way, Fussy Hot Sauce, thank you for the follow and the cool name. Let's Carla gets inspired when he's playing Plug Mania, roll some tears and depression. No! Do not be tears and depressed. No. No. You can't watch me and be teary depressed. No. I refuse. You can't. None of that is allowed. You can get a little sad maybe. Just a little. Okay? A little sad. And you can be like, man, I wish it was a little, I had a couple things, but you know what? You calm down. You'll be okay. Okay? No depression here. Only fans are for depression. Oily fans are for feeling inspired and learning new things. And through that knowledge, we will feel. You'll find it. I guarantee it. You will find it.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Someone's wild. That was wild. Yeah. Oh no, there's. By the way, you're right, Sifwood. Every painting has a butt stage. It's that stage in a painting where it just looks like buttholes. Well, it's just like, man, like when you're just like, why did I even like bother to paint this? Every single painting without failure has a butt stage. This painting has a butt stage. Probably still has a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still trying to get there. This painting. It's close, but it's not where I want it to be yet. But this painting has a butt stage. Every painting has a butt stage. So like, it's true. That is some solid advice that you are being given, my friend. Alright. So, here's the deal. I don't know. I'm not sure when I can stream next. When we will have our oily fans. I want to finish this painting though, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it with you guys live. I definitely want to finish it before the weekend. I'll probably finish it either today or take a moment very early Monday and finish it. You know, we'll see. Thank you. Yeah, I love edges too, man. Edges are my jam. And I'll probably go ahead and rework some of that tomorrow too. Oh gosh, yeah. Can't wait to oils. Gonna be That's gonna be super fun to get to, by the way, because that is gonna be folds. And all of this is gonna be folds. Yeah, there's no fucking way I'm finishing this tonight. Okay. So, what I am gonna do is here. There. It is, however, getting there. Very excited for it. I love painting flowers. It's just like fun oops. Yeah. Fun goop. Just a goop. A goop full of fun. Yes. There we go. Good things rarely come easy, and easy things rarely are rarely good. That's a very good saying. Go. So much thing. So. There you go. Some of these have to have a slight shift in color too. Like maybe have to be slightly darker. I want certain areas like over here, there's gonna be a big fold. And another big fold over here. Over here. Oops. And over here, big fold too. Actually, I kind of darn it. Now, what up, Decker? See ya. Good night. Blue Pick Me and Jeremy McCarter. Thank you guys so much for the follow. Y'all beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, so here's the deal. I'm not fucking finishing this tonight. I'm very tired. I'm like falling asleep. And I feel like I'm at a good stopping point. And I know I've said that for like probably the last like 20 minutes. I'm really tired. Yesterday really kind of took me out. So, here's the deal. Ah, Redog! Welcome. Hi. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to look at that. Someone comes in and hosts, starts, you know, it's on a raid, and that's when I'm like, hey guys, I'm thinking of heading out. Hey guys, I'm thinking of heading out. Oh, hi, new people. What's up, boo? I'm definitely away from the mic, scream, except she's in the zone. Yeah, exactly. I'm sleeping, though. Take a break. No, yeah. I think I am going to. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Yeah, I'm thinking of, I'm going to take a pause here for the night. But here's where we're going to. Depending on if I find the time, I can't, I'm having a hard time saying exactly when I'll be able to stream this one again. Maybe tomorrow night at the end, maybe tomorrow morning, maybe Monday morning, or maybe Monday afternoon. I have work, my work would be very happy.
not gonna lie. So it'll probably have to be either tomorrow. Yikes, or if not, it has to be tomorrow. Tomorrow's a pretty jam-packed day for me. So, trying to think would be a good day. Good, solid day. I think I need like maybe a couple more hours. A couple more hours of this, I'll be done. You guys are so sweet, by the way. Thank you. And I really want you. I adore that you guys are here, and a lot of this is from Lightbox, but I really hope to have you guys back, even after Lightbox, because you know what? Oily fans. Oily fans. That little bit. Not exactly accurate. Oh no, I don't want this anymore. There we go. Alright, I think this one's gonna be a good one. I think this one's gonna be a really, really good one. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with this one. And once I start fresh, actually gonna go pretty fast, I think. Well, I thought this one was gonna be fast. Yeah. Did you sign up for Oily Fans already? Great. Alright, everybody. I'm going to pause for the night. I know I've said it a million times, but it's because I have attachment issues. Oil attachment issues. Hence, I was like, oh, I'm done here. I'm gonna go home to bed now. And then I just keep working. Just issues. Moopbot is lying to you. I stopped. I've been streaming all day today. I'm like, Moobot, don't lie to them. They're so sweet. They're so sweet. They are. Alright. Alright, friends. This is where we are right now. Take a better look. That's without the tilt. But this is where we are right now. Yeah, because the whole time you're seeing it tilted. That's it, without a tilt. So, the oiliest of oils. So, tomorrow. I don't know when. I generally don't know when. But tomorrow, we're going to work on the bottom half, where we'll have folds and hands. And it shouldn't really take that long. But I know I'll probably be tempted to paint more of the face. There's a couple transitions in here that I really still want to get. And if I get, this painting, because I've painted things like this before, and when I do what I'm thinking of doing, it like takes a whole new life. But I'm definitely too tired to do it right now. However, when are we doing it? Tomorrow? To be honest with you, I don't know. Tomorrow's a pretty jam-packed day for me. Tomorrow, I got from 11 to 12 a collab artist jam. Then from 2 to 2:30, we have a interview with Kid Bash 3D. Then from 3 to 4:30, we have jams where I get to draw with y'all. And then from 5 to 6 p.m., we have Tia Carla's. So maybe perhaps I finish it around 8, a nighttime, where I finish the hands and I finish the cloth. I call it a day. Maybe I'm too tired. I might be too tired. And I just wake up insanely early on Monday so that I can get to this and finish it before work. But that's powerful. That's like 6 a.m. shit. I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of commitment. I definitely want to get this done by as soon as possible so I can update it to the auction so people know what they're paying, and they know that they're paying for something legitimate, you know? So it's gonna happen. I just don't know when. 6 a.m. is too oily for me too. You'll be here? Perfect. Because I don't know when. Everybody, just do me a favor. Just follow or hit the notification or whatever you can do to subscribe. Oh, thank you, RNGG. Yeah, no, I definitely need some water. So no matter when, you can get a notification that this is happening. Okay? So make sure to hit that subscribe. Or I don't know what it is, and I know subscribe isn't it, but I know subscribe is different for Twitch, so I think it's just that follow. Just hit that follow button and notifications, and that way whenever I decide whether it's tomorrow or Monday, we will be here. I might make it a Monday afternoon after work. That might work. We'll see. I'm thinking about it. I got a couple heavy days. It's just thinking about it. All right. Anyway, friends, I love you. You all have a wonderful night. Stay oily. so oily. It's all so oily. Take care, friends. Have a rest of good night. Please enjoy. I think most of Lightbox is over, but if not, go check it out. Got this. I love you. Good night, and we'll see you again, all right? I love you, friends. Stay so oily. And thank you again for your follow and your support. Spread the word with friends and family. Tell them you are an oily person now. They'll be like, what? What? Yeah, they'll know. Good night, friends. Sleep good and take care.